All right, test 1 2 3. 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 Test. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. I got it in. Yeah, test. Not sure if you can hear me. Test 1 2 3. Test. Test.
You're good. Live.
I got it in. Yeah, test. Not sure if you can hear me. Test 1 2 3. Test. All right. Gonna get ready to go here for game 2 of the afternoon for the Pittsburgh Pens Elite. Could be playing the Orlando Park Kings here in Chicago. Zamboni just went off, so now it's just a matter of waiting for the teams to come out. Orlando Park Kings are going to come out first. Pens are going to come on the ice now as well. Well, Pens are going to wait patiently here still for whatever reason. Coach Buddy's going to make his way across to the rink here. Pens are going to wait patiently. Pens are going to now step on. Pens are going to be in their whites with the yellow and black trim. Orlando Park Kings are going to be in all black. We're going to start getting our warm-up going here. Still waiting for the refs to come out while everybody's still warming up. So we got 2 minutes left before that timer is going and the game will get started. little bit of a different feel for this game. Orlando's going to have a lot more skaters compared to the team we played this morning, so it'll be good for a good game. Pens are going to end up putting Austin Nickel in net to start the game here. He's got the second game of the day today. Corrigan started the first one. That game was a 1-1 tie for anybody who didn't hear or see the game. Corrigan played very, very well. So hopefully that trend will continue. Both goalies have been playing really well lately. Like to see that trend continue as long as possible. One of the referees is out. We got less than 4 seconds left before the start or a whistle before this game could even officially start. And I'm not sure if we're going to get a second ref, but I assume we would be. Seems like a pretty big sheet of ice for one guy to cover, so hopefully we'll get a second guy in here. Looks like 92 is one of the goalies for the Orlando Park Kings. And I can't see the other number down there quite just yet, but it might be a 75. Up. $75. So it's either 75 or 92 is going to get the start for Orlando. Looks like it's going to be 75. Looks like he's the bigger of the two goalies there. See how this game goes today. Pens are going to start off with looks to be Asher, George, and Pierre. They're going to have the defensive pairing of Adam Dappa and Luke Weidel on the backside.
Let's go, Austin!
14-minute period, start of the first. And Pens win a draw back. Dom Dapper's just trying to find a little bit of space. He's going to bring it up over the blue line. Kick it down in the corner here. He's going to chase after it. Pierre's smart. He's going to pick him up on the defensive side there. Asher's got the puck. He's going to curl it around. Throws it over to Dom Dapper. Dapper's going to take an easy shot towards the goalie. He's just going to push out to the side. And it's going to be in a corner. Pens are going to try to work for that over here. Hopefully get another camera issue right there. Going to get it fixed. We're going to come with Bova, Danka, and looks like Angelo. Sunshine's going to try to kick that through. It goes off to the defenseman's winger's shin pads back towards the Pens area, but the Pens are able to regroup and cover it up. They got it across the blue line. It's going to do a little bit of a forecheck here. Bova's going to go and take it a push, and they're going to lose it, and Orlando's going to try to bring it back up. And it looks like it's going to be an icing call potentially. That it is. We're going to go with one referee for this game until somebody else comes along. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I got Evan sitting next to me, and he's even questioning the fact that they only got one referee for stripes today. Yeah? Hopefully in our favor. All right, we got Bova again. Bova's going to take the draw. He's flanked by, again, Mr. Danson Danka and Angelo. Pens are going to be able to grab the puck, and Knights grab it, and they're going to force it the other way. Sunshine steps up, breaks that up, and Pens are going to go back the other way. They're going to gain the blue. Bova's going to get the puck down in the corner. He's going to step out of the corner. He's going to throw it up the wall. Well, try to at least. Right when he thought about doing it, he got pressured, turned it over. Angelo's got the puck. He's going to do a toe drag. He got knocked off the puck. Park Kings try to get it up, but Danson Danka was able to break it up, but Orlando gets it back, and they're going to work up again. Bova steps in front of that, keeps the puck in, and Orlando finally chips it out, and they're going to chase it down. They got 42 Cup. Kip. Oh. Tries to cut in front. He's going to down, and he's going to lay there. He's still laying down. He's going to try to lay down until they blow the whistle. And he's going to get up here in a minute. Looks like 42 Kip's going to be okay. He was trying to cut in a defensive, I think it was Sunshine, stepped in front of him. They collided a little bit, and he took him off the puck. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit here. So the puck's going to come out of the Pens end. It's going to be right outside the blue line here and right in front of our bench. Looks like the guy in green stepped out and said, Stripes, you missed a call potentially. Who knows? I'm just making stuff up. But at this point, Pens are going to pressure the puck. It's going to be in Orlando's zone. They're able to turn it and kick it out and go the other way. T steps up, able to break that up, but it's got thrown again. And they're going to be offsides. So a little bit sloppy here. But I think if the Pens start getting their feet moving, they're going to be able to overtake his team here. Feel good about this game, but it's really, really early to tell. 11:52, no score. Pens are going from my left to right. Again, they're in their white uniforms, classic white uniforms. Orlando is in their blacks. Michael, the Godfather, wins that draw. He's got Bennett. Bennett's going to kick it down over the wall. And he's going to be battling here against three Knights in the wall here. Kings. Against three Kings trying to get the puck down the wall. What's that? Vikings. Is that what it is? And they got a breakaway here. Number 23 is going to go on Austin. Austin's going to save. He's going to make the save on him. He's going to throw it across. And the Pens are going to push it the other way here. It is the Vikings. How about that? I called them the Kings. Evan corrected me. All right, back to action here since I got distracted. Pens are going to get the puck. They're going to lose it right in the slot. And Austin's again makes another save. It's going to get pushed out to the point. They're going to throw it from the point. It's going to go into the far corner. The Vikings are able to grab the puck. They're sustaining a little bit of pressure here. But it looks like Pierre's going to grab it. He's going to push it up, and I apologize because we're up really high, so it's going to cut off the middle of the ice here. Pierre got knocked off the puck. It's going to throw back up to center here. Dom Dapper's going to kick it over to his Park Luke. Luke's going to try to wind it up. He's going to find Pierre. They're going to catch the Vikings in a line change. Asher's going to come across. He's going to take a shot. Doesn't get through. He got blocked and pushed to the corner. Pens are trying to forecheck and pressure. Luke's got stepped up. He's going to take a nice shot. It's going to go wide. Asher just misses on it. And the Vikings are going to turn around and kick it out of the zone. Too many men! Too many men. They throw the puck over by the bench. The other kid was not off. And it looks like number 80 or 90 stepped on and played the puck right away. And that is too many men, and that's number 80. Played the puck right away, so the Pens are going to go on a power play here with 10:04 in the first period. Vikings are actually going to be down. Pens are going to go. Pens are going to come with, looks like Bova, Danson Danka, and Angelo. And we have 6, so apparently until we count properly, we're going to actually go on a penalty kill ourselves if we can't get somebody off. And Luke's going to step off. We're going to go with Noah, the big fundamental, and Sunshine on the other side here on the defensive pairing. Vikings are able to take the draw and kick it back to their corner. They're going to try to work it, but Angelo's able to force that puck and throw it up the middle, and that's going to clear the zone. Austin's not going to come out because they're going to call icing on us maybe. Nope, no icing, so instead of coming out and helping on the situation, he just let it go. Pens are having an issue as far as getting things moving. So currently right now it's just a sloppy, slow power play. We can't gain a puck, and the Kings are actually going to, or Vikings are messing with it on their own end, but a little pressure by Danka, and he's able to get the puck off him, and Bova behind the net throws it out front to Angelo's stick. They're going to clear it all the way up the zone. Austin's going to call for icing, and he's finally going to get that call. Before that, I was taking a heartbeat in a minute to get any calls here. So the draw is going to go back in their end. We're going to go with Michael the Godfather. You got Bennett on the wing and CD Dappa, Carter Dapper on the wing on the other side there. Followed up with the Timmy and Timmy combination on the defense. We're going to have an icing again. We got 30 seconds left in the penalty. We got 9:04. Score is still 0-0. Coach Buddy's giving Michael a couple little wishes and wants that he wants on this face-off here. Benzi's going to be again flanking Michael to the right. CD's going to be to the left. And the law firm of Timmy and Timmy will be on Timmy and Tiernan will be on defense. We overskate the puck, and the Vikings are able to get the puck and clear the zone. And that's going to be on net. Nope, it's not going to be on net. We're going to go for another icing with looks to be about 16 seconds left, maybe 16 or 10. It's hard to tell. The scoreboard's kind of messed up, so I'm not really sure what that is. I'm going to say maybe 10. What do you think? Does it look 10-ish to you? All right, Evan says 16. I trust his judgment. We're going to go with that. Either way, that's not a lot of time there's not a lot of time to do much with it. Asher's going to take the draw. It was 16 seconds. There you go. Evan's on top of these things. Vikings going to get the puck and they're going to clear it out, and it's maybe going to go for another ice, and we're going to get 4 seconds left in the power play. So it's been nothing but get the puck, lose the puck, kick it down for an icing. Get the puck, lose the puck, kick it down for an icing. We've done that the past 4 tries here. So the Pens are going to have to be aware that they're going to have a kid coming out of the box here in 4 seconds, so hopefully Luke sees that. I think he does. He's a smart kid. He's got Dom Dapper on the point. Dom's going to take a not harmless little shot, makes its way to the front of the net. Georgie's there, but can't do anything with it. Dom's going to try to kick it down again. Viking gentleman steps in front of it, but Asher's able to take it over. Asher's going to try to curl out of the corner. He throws it to the slot. It was right there. Pens aren't able to jam it home. Georgie's going to come back down. He's going to have to get in the corner and battle here with a Viking defender. Viking's going to come out of that, and it's going to come to the near board. Asher's going to step in, and Vikings are going to be able to clear it. Luke misses it, so that's going to take the icing off. It's going to be a foot race to the corner. Luke's going to get the puck, and he's going to bring it back around behind his net. And he's going to bring it up to Pierre. Pierre's going to kick it back to Asher. Asher's going to throw it over to George, but that's not going to make a connection. Vikings going to counter-attack here, and they're going to come down through the slot. Pierre on a back check does a nice job. He's going to kick it up to the near wall. Asher's going to take it and throw it over to George. That doesn't connect, so it's going to be back in the Vikings' possession right in the red line. And they're just going to take it, and they're going to lose it and fumble it. George is going to try to work it up to P, but he does, and then P gets knocked off the puck. Vikings are going to counterattack. Bova's kind of pressuring, looks like 28. He's going to kick it up to 42. Kip again. Kip's going to throw it across the middle. And Austin makes a big save. And it looks like the puck's still moving around. And Austin's going to cover it. Thank God Dom Dapper was there because Austin made a big save, slid out of position. There was a Viking kid that had an opportunity to pound it home, but I believe Dom Dapper was able to keep that out. So Nice initial save by Austin, but bigger save by Dom Dappa. The big D, double D, Dom Dappa. Old double D makes a nice little save there by Dom Dappa. All right, back to action. Vikings are going to win the puck, and it almost got out of the zone. Pressure by Angelo. Angelo gets it, kicks it over to Danson Danka. Danson Danka comes. He's got one kid to beat. He beats him, but a little bit too far. Loses the puck. Now we got Sunshine. Sunshine steps up, and he's able to break up a odd man rush on the Pens there. But Angelo beats the puck to the blue line here from the Vikings end, but it's a big melee in front of the Vikings bench. So you got Danson Dappa, and then Angelo's going to come out of that with a scrum. Bova's got it in the slot. He tries dancing around somebody. That doesn't work. Vikings gather the puck, bring it around their net, and they're going to try to work it out, which they do. And they're going to start on the Pens attack. They're going to throw it to the middle. Big fundamental. Noah's going to sit there, and he's going to just take that kid and push him out to the side. They're going to kick it over to number 11. He's going to take a shot at Austin. Austin's going to reach up and catch that, glove it. He caught that like he catches a cold every other weekend. That right there was all taught to him by his T-ball coach on how to catch. That'd be Mr. Dan Libben and sometimes Mr. Ryan Oleski. So we got the law firm of T&T on the back end here. We got Benzie, we got the Godfather Michael, and then we got CD on the wing here for the Pens attack. We're going to try to move that up, and Carter's going to take the puck, and he's going to move it up. He's going to kick it up off of Michael's stick. Michael loses it, and the Vikings going to counterattack here. Number 19 is going to bring it down, but Carter's doing a nice pack check there. Tierner's going to try to get the puck, and it's going to be behind the Pens net here. Tierner's going to get the puck. He's going to get his head up, look for an outlet, and he's going to kick it up to Benzie. Benzie's having an issue getting out, and then Vikings going to regather and throw it towards the front. Austin's going to cover that up, and we're going to get a whistle here with 5:54 left in the Penguins' end here. And that's going to be down in the corner. All right, back to action here. The Vikings got the puck down in the corner. They're going to try to, again, work it out. Pens are having issues, but they're going to get it. Finally, they're going to get up to Angelo or Georgie. Georgie's going to push it over to Pierre. Pierre's going to come across the blue. He's going to try to go wide. He's going to push it. He's going to take a hard angle shot. It's going to go off the goalie, and it's going to come right back out to a Viking player, which is going to allow them to clear the zone. They're going to kick it up to number 6. Number 6 is going to split the D, but Noah says no. Not Noah, but Luke steps right in front of him. And they run into Austin, and he's clueless, and he just looks like a big pile-up and does happen in front of him. And he's wondering what hit him. He's not the smartest kid. He takes a smaller bus to school a lot of times, for anybody who understands that statement. All right, we're going to go with, looks like Bova, Danson Danka, and Angelo. Angelo's going to get to the puck. He's going to throw it to the middle of Bova. Bova's going to come with speed. He's going to try to split the defense. He's able to get past him, just a little bit of toe drag, and just barely pushes it too far, where he had a nice chance one-on-one on a goalie. So nice little inside-out move by Bova. Just pushed it a little bit too far in front of himself and wasn't able to get it back before the goalie came out and made a save. Covered it up, and we're going to go with a face-off down on our own end here. Vikings are able to win that draw back. They're going to try to kick that up on the near board here. And Sunshine's going to take the puck and he's going to throw it to the front of the net. It's going to deflect off a couple kids, and it's going to get covered up again here by the Vikings goalie. And we're going to go back to another face-off here. And we're going to have Bova again, flanked by Danson Danka. Angelo. You're going to have Noah, the big fundamental, and Sunshine on defense. Vikings are going to kick the puck around. They're going to bring it out at the end here. Pens are going to try to regroup, take the puck back if they can. Vikings are able to get the puck into the pen zone, but again, you're going to have Hamilton, Sunshine, Hopper step up and break that up, and the Pens are able to get it back into the Vikings end here. And the Vikings are going to take it. It's going to be tipped up. It's going to come all the way back to the Pens end. It's going to be no icing. Austin's going to set it up for Sunshine. Sunshine's going to take the puck. He's getting forced by front forecheck. He's going to try to reverse it. And he's going to throw it over to Angelo. Angelo's going to be able to take it, and he's going to wait patiently, throw it all the way across to Bova. Bova's going to take it off the wall, try to drag it across the red line. He's going to smartly dump it. He doesn't get it too deep, though, and they're just going to blindly throw it over. And Carter Dapper intercepts that, tries to take control of the puck to no luck. So right now the Pens are kind of just trying to get a control of the puck. And the law firm of T&T are out there again. That'd be Timmy and Tiernan. Tiernan's going to take the puck and throw it up on the near board. Timmy's going to take it across. There's a shot across the slot there, and Timmy chips that to wide where Vikings aren't going to be able to do anything with it. They're going to hold the puck on the far board, and they're just going to whip it all the way around. That's going to give Tiernan a nice opportunity to clear it out, which he does. Tiernan got his head up, was able to get the puck out of the Penn's end, where we can try to reset. Benzie's going to try to force it. Timmy Peterson's going to take the puck. He's going to say, hey, I'm done with this. Give me the puck. He's going to throw it up to the Godfather up the middle. Benzie picks it up. Benzie's going to push it. Benzie's going to get a shot, hopefully, here. High shot, glove save by the goalie here. So we're going to see what happens here, but we're going to get a – thought that was a nice shift there, but at 3, but they're going to make a line change, and we're going to go with Georgie, Asher, and Pierre, flanked by Luke and DD. Big double D, Dom Dapper. And Dom Dapper is going to stand there and watch as the puck was thrown down low. Now they're going to have to retreat because Vikings are on a charge on 3-on-2, but the defenseman's able to step up. Dom Dapper steps up, breaks it up a little bit, but Vikings are still coming in, able to get a shot off. Austin makes a blocker save, puck goes wide, and the Pens are going to be able to break that out here. And they try to do a long stretch pass, but it doesn't go through. A big melee, the Vikings step up. They're going to gain a Pens blue line. Dom comes up. He's going to take the puck. He's going to chip it off the wall. Georgie's going to get lost in Georgie's skates. Dom gets it back, throws it up to P. P's going to end up taking. P's going to go 1-on-2. He's able to get it down in the corner. Georgie's going to take it from the corner. He's going to throw it up to Dom Dapper. Dom Dapper's going to take the puck from the slot. He's going to try to toe drag around, not able to do it. And it's going to work its way back. Vikings got a 2-on-1. Luke's got the center. Austin's going to have to take the shooter. And he gets deked out, and the shooter beats him. Blocker side. And it's going to be Vikings 1-0. On a nice little play by the Vikings winger, where he comes down and throws Austin and goes blocker side. So the Pens are going to be down 1-0, and 1-0 in the first, and that seems to be the case here today, where the Pens continuously put themselves in a hole. Noah's going to bring the puck around. He's going to throw it up to the far board, and now the Pens are just going to start this chasing stuff again, and hopefully we can settle back down and get back into our game. Michael's going to take the puck, try to get it out, and looks like Angelo's going to come up with it. He's going to skate it up. Bova's going to stay on side, and he's going to get the puck to Bova. Bova's going to take a shot. He's going to miss the net. It's going to go to the far board. Angelo's going to come up the wall. Not able to keep that in. Luke's going to be there. He's going to take it. He's going to throw it back. And it's going to go right back to the Vikings defender, which is going to skate up through the neutral zone into the blue. And he's just going to bring it down, and it's going to go into the corner. He's going to wrap it all the way around on Austin because Austin's slow to the post, but luckily it doesn't work. He's going to get another shot off. And they're going to continue to control the puck. And we're getting outworked here. So the Pens got to settle down and get back to their game. Vikings are going to take the puck and they're going to try to curl out. They lose it. Pass is too far for Michael. Michael's now going to have to push. And Vikings number 7 defenseman is going to break it all back around for his defensive partner, number 18. He's going to have the puck. He's going to lose it. It's going to go through 3 players up the wall before it gets to Timmy. Timmy's going to try to throw it back down. And it's going to go for 3 or 4 sticks. And then the Vikings are going to bring it right back out again here. So Benzie's going to try to interrupt that pass. And it's going to go all the way back to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to throw it up the wall here to Danson Danka. Danson Danka is going to bring it up to the neutral zone. He's going to try to come across. He's going to kick it over to Timmy. And we're going to get called for an offsides. We're up to 2 referees now, so that's going to see if that's any better. But we got 26.5 seconds left in the first period. And the Pens, again, just looking, I don't know what to say here. We got a timeout here to fix a neck guard issue. And we got Owen at center. He's going to take the draw. Owen's going to take it. He's going to win it back to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to come across the blue line. He's going to take a shot. It's going to hit the goalie. Nobody there pounding in, but Timmy jumped up into the zone to try to pressure. So both of our Timmy's in there, and we're going to try to pressure the situation. Vikings are going to bring it up slowly, and they're going to kick it out. It's going to go all the way down. They're going to call no icing, and that's going to kill the period here in 1 second. And that's how it's going to end. End of the first. Penn's losing 1-0. We're going to see what Coach Buddy has to say as far as what's going on here. We're going to take a moment here in between periods and say that the Penguin coaching staff looks pretty clean, well dressed. That shout's going to go out to Steph for Doug, where I was informed by Doug that Steph pulled out all his clothes for the week, put each one in a set together, so he wasn't able to mess it up, so he looked decent. So she's made sure he's coordinated from head to toe, from his socks up and everything, so Doug doesn't have to look awkward standing in Chicago by himself when things don't match. It's my understanding that Doug doesn't understand how to put matching socks on, so Stephanie has to dress them all the time. So a little shout out to her as far as taking care of Doug. Obviously, Andy's wife's here, so I'm sure she's making sure he doesn't look too bad when he gets dressed. And obviously Coach Buddy. Not real sure, but rumor is the same situation where his wife sets out his clothes for him every day, so he looks decent and looks presentable. You know, I think what the issue is, Evan, is Matt Bova, Mr. Bova, Matt Bova is not here, and we're definitely not used to not hearing Mr. Bova scream anybody's name. Come on, Georgie! I think that's what we're missing. So shout out to you two. I understand it's Friday, you got to work, you know, but I think they definitely miss you guys. And then obviously you got the Dappers. Grandparents aren't here either. So we have a couple families that aren't whole, that are usually always together here for some of these things. All right, start of the second period. The Pens are going to try to push it in. They're able to gain the zone, but they lose the puck again. And the Vikings are going to counterattack. Dom Dapper was able to step in front. Puck's thrown to the front of the net. And Austin's covering up, and they're going to dig on Austin a little bit. Austin really don't care. So that was 98. I don't know, maybe one of the days Austin will step up and take a blocker to somebody's head. We'll see if that ever happens. My bet of the two goalies, no offense, Ev, but Corrigan's going to be the first one to take care of that situation. Which I'll sit there and laugh quietly. Hopefully we don't get a penalty out of it, but, you know, it'll happen. So the Vikings are going to take the puck, and it's going to be pushing to the corner, and Dom Dapper's going to push it on him, and the Pens are going to be able to come out with it here. P's going to push it up to the front here, up to George. George is going to go 2-on-1. He's going to take a shot. It's going to get deflected to the corner here. George is going to get to his own rebound here. Throw it to the slot. Asher misses on it. Vikings are going to come back on a back check here as far as a counteroffensive. They're going to gain the blue line. The defensive is going to stop up, slow the play down, try to force it down in the middle to Austin. It doesn't go. It gets deflected. Defenseman takes it, shoots it all the way around, and it's going to the far board here. Georgie's trying to get to the puck. Vikings lose it. Asher's going to throw it up over to Pierre. Pierre's going to take the pass. Pierre's going to work up 2-on-2 with Georgie as a trailer. P's going to take a shot, and it's going to go wide. He's just trying to dump it so he can get a line change. And the Vikings are going to be on a counterattack as the Pens are doing a change themselves to the defensive side. Noah's able to get back and take the puck. Now we're going to kind of counter-offense. Pierre's going to throw it into the goalie. Goalie's going to play it. And it's going to be a rebound on slot, and Bo's going to get there and interrupt that. Unfortunately, the Vikings are going to be able to grab the puck, and they're going to come back out the other way. So right now you got Angelo, you got Noah on defense, you got Sunshine on the other pairing, and we're still trying to work it out here. Noah's going to be working hard to try to get the puck out, and Angelo's going to back check, and he's going to try to kick it over to, or sorry, that was Bova. Bova kicks up to Angelo. Angelo's going to skate it up. He's got Michael on his wing. Angelo's going to take the puck wide. He's looking across to the slot. Oh, just high over Michael's stick. That would have been a nice backdoor feed. Sunshine's able to get the puck and kind of kick it up the wall here. but he was offsides, but I don't know how the refs didn't call that one, seeing that number 6 was over the blue line before the puck even entered the zone. But that's okay. Maybe they don't understand the concept of offsides. Puck's thrown towards Austin. He's going to kick it to the wall here. Pens are going to gather and try to kick it out of zone, but it's not happening. It's a bouncing puck, and the defenseman's going to take it and hammer it back down low. Noah's going to take the puck. He's going to kick it up to Michael. Michael's going to take it, and he's going to kick it up. It's going to be a 2-on-0. 2-on-0 here with Michael. He's going to take a shot. He's going to hammer him. Bova's not able to take that pass. And it's going to be cleared all the way out of the Pens, all the way up to the Pens end. So the Kings are going to take control of the puck. Angelo's going to take it. He's going to kick it over to, looks like Benzie. Benzie's going to take it down the wall. He's going to have no help. Tierney's going to come in slot a little bit late. Pens are in a line change. Tierney's going to take the puck. He's going to throw it down the wall to CD. CD's going to try to curl out. He loses the puck. And Vikings going to take the puck, but the Pens are still trying to force the issue. They're doing a good job on that. It's thrown back up, and Tierney uses his skate to keep it back in. Benzie's got it on the fall wall. He's going to try to get down low. He gets rubbed out by 97, but 97 gives it right back down to Danson Danka. Tierney's going to throw it down, and Timmy's going to come down. He's going to step down the wall. He's going to kick it back down to CD. CD's going to take it. He's going to throw it over to Benzie. Benzie's going to try to kick it to the front. He's going to get worked over by 2 Vikings. He's going to lose the puck on the wall, and they're going to throw it up to the near board, and the Vikings are finally going to be able to get it out of their end. They're going to bring it up on Tiernan. Tiernan's going to step up, so is Timmy. They're going to do a nice little stick poke check. Timmy's going to step into it. He's going to get his head up. He's going to give it to Danson Danka. Danson Danka gets his stick checked. He's going to lose the puck, but it's in the blue line. We're going to try to get a forecheck. Danson Danka's going to come down. They're going to throw it up, and Timmy's going to read that perfectly. He's going to throw it towards the net, but nobody's there. Georgie's going to take the puck. His head's up. Georgie's going to step in the slot. Georgie's going to take a shot, misses wide. Georgie's going to try to follow his shot up, which he does to get the puck. He's going to get his head up. He's going to look for somebody. Nobody there. He's going to throw it to the slot over to Pierre. The puck's going to come back to the point. Tierney's going to kick it over to Asher. Asher does a sidestep. He falls down. He's going to throw it to the front. Timmy steps it up, and it goes right to Georgie. And Georgie throws it to the net, and the Viking goalie is able to glove that and hold on to that for a face-off in their zone here. So it's going to be a face-off in the far zone here. Hey, you're going to go with Georgie, Asher, and Pierre, and you're going to have Luke and Dom Dappa on the defensive pairing. Dom's going to kick it over to Luke, and under pressure, and it's too much with it, playing with it at the blue line. And it's going to come back the other way. And the Vikings were able to walk right around the defenseman, and Austin got beat. Blocker side again. And they're going to take a 2-0 lead here. All right, Pens are down 2-0 with 9:02 left. Vikings get the puck. They're going to throw it up the wall, and again, Pens are just going to try to get some type of momentum going, and they're having issues with it. Noah's going to take it up. Angelo's going to try to bring it in the zone, which you're able to do. They're going to throw it down in the corner, and they're going to try to start working from there. Bova's able to interrupt that, try to get the puck back, but it's going to go back the other way. Vikings are going to grab the puck on a near board here, and they're going to just force it right back up and right back out of the zone. They're going to throw it to the middle. They're going to drag it through. And Pens are going to take that, and they're going to throw it back up and not out. So then Vikings are going to take the puck, throw it wide over in Austin. It's going to come up on a far board, and it's not going to come out. But now we got, looks like to be Bova. Bova's going to be all by himself. Bova one-on-one, not able to beat the defenseman. No help. No help. And the puck's going to make it back to the point. And they got a tip by CD. Shot by Noah Yoop, and that's going to at least get us back into the game, and now it's going to be 1-2. So the Pens are able to at least fight back here and get a goal there.
Let's go, Pens!
With 8:02 left, it's now finally 2-1. Pens finally got on the board. And that's all because Noah took a shot CD was in a good position, and he was able to tip it past the goalie. Timmy Peterson got tripped up, no call. He's going to give it back to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to kick it over to Benzie. Benzie's going to throw it up to Danson Danka. Danson Danka's going to take a shot, and he's going to throw it high. And they're going to have that glove by the goalie here. And then we're going to end up having another face-off in the Pens end here. You're going to have, again, CD. We got Danson Danka in the center. Benzie on his right. So we got a little bit of an offensive line change here. And a law from Tiernan and Timmy on the back end. Benzie's going to take the puck. He's going to be working hard. Tiernan steps in and forces the puck down low. Danson Danka's going to come out. He's going to throw it across the slot. And it's going to go through a couple sticks, but it's all right. Timmy's going to take the puck, throw it back down low. Danson Danka's on his horse. He's going to try to beat it, the Viking defender there. He does. He's going to try to dance around a couple kid and create some space, which he does. He throws it back to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to sidestep. He's going to go back to Danka. Danka's going to lose it. It's going to go in the corner. He's able to somewhat force the issue back. And he's going to battle. We got two Pens down there, and we got Carter's going to come out. Actually, Benzie comes out. He's going to throw it back in front. Carter's going to throw it wide. Nice opportunity there from the slot. They're going to throw it up the wall, and it's going to be coming out. And then it's going to be Danson Danka trying to beat the Viking player back, which he's able to do that. So Danka beats two Vikings to the back out of the back end. They're going to come up, and Timmy Peterson's going to come down. He's going to curl stop. He's going to try to find somebody. He's going to throw it to the slot. Nobody there. He's going to get it back. It's in his feet. He's going to continue to work hard. He's going to try to find it. Looks like Pierre's going to grab it. He's going to try to cut to the slot. He's got to go through four Vikings, not able to do it. Tiernan's going to get it from this blue line, red line. He's going to try to kick it back through. He does. And that's going to go down low. The Pens are going to have to force the issue here. They're going to have to fight. They're going to have to fight. Asher's able to get it and throw it to Pierre in the slot, but it's in Pierre's feet. Vikings are going to get it and counter-attack on a 3-on-2. It's slow developing. They're going to take a long shot. It's going to hit the wall. Timmy Peterson's going to get it. He's going to kick it up to George. George is going to look up high. He's going to throw it up to P. It's going to go off a P stick, and Vikings are going to take the puck back, and they're going to try to force it up the issue here. P's got it in his stick, in his feet. Asher gets it. He gets knocked down. Pierre's slow to get up. Georgie's working his way back, and it's going to go the other way. Number 6 for the Vikings going to try to go wide on Dom Dapper. Dom stands him up, and he forces him out to the issue. Puck's down low in the slot here. You got a big scrum going. It gets kicked out to the point. And Vikings are able to keep it down low with their big kids here. They throw it back out front on Austin. Austin's able to make a save. Hold it for a cover. Pens are going to get a face-off in their own end here. So the Pens are still losing 2-1 with 5:30 left in the second. Bova's on the face-off draw. Vikings are going to come out with it. It's in the slot here. They're still fighting. And no goal. No goal. Austin's able to figure out somehow, some way to keep the puck out. Definitely out of position. Got lucky there to kick back, get a big paddle down and keep the puck from going in. Big scrum out of there. So far the Pens are going to be able to dodge another bolt and just stay 2-1. So Noah's going to do a nice little curl, work the puck up the wall here, not out again. Sunshine's going to take it around the other end. He's going to try to do the same way. He's going to bring it up. He's going to kick it up and not be able to get it out. It's going to go right to the slot. Viking player's going to get it. I don't know how we didn't get a tripping call there, but we didn't. Pens are going to kick it up. They got a 2-on-1. They try fast enough and it gets broken up. Vikings going to go on a counter-attack. And they're going to take it down the wing, and he's going to look to throw it in front, which he does. And is going to come right to the backside, and they're going to go right back up 3-1. So number 90 scores on a backdoor feed. One times it passed Austin. And now that is a 3-1 lead. .442. in the second period. Pens lose the puck again, and Vikings going to go the other way. Pens going to get it back. Timmy's going to step up. He's going to try to bring it through to the blue line. And we lose it as soon as we cross the blue line. The Vikings are going to get the puck and try to go the other way. And it's just a big scrum in the middle here in the blue line in the neutral zone. And the Pens lose it. In the neutral zone, they're going to kick it back up to 98. 98's just going to throw it blindly in the middle. Tiernan's going to step up. It's going to be a 2-on-2. He's going to try to go wide. He's going to throw it across to his partner, Timmy. It's in Timmy's in his skates. And a nice look just a little bit behind him. Timmy's able to keep it back in. He's going to throw it to the slot. Dancing Dank is going to be the first one there, hopefully. Nope. Viking defender beats him to the corner, and he's going to throw it up to the side. And they're going to bring it out of the zone, and they're going to be out of trouble here, and it's going to be back into the Pens' end. And Pens are going to lose that race to the puck. Nope, Tiernan's going to be able to get it out, though. And we lose the puck along the wall, and the Vikings get the puck back. They're going to throw it to the slot, and it's going to work the other way, and it's going to go back up to Tiernan. Or, sorry, not Tiernan, but CD throws it up to P. Get it into the Penguin zone, and we're going to go on a penalty kill with Pierre taking a tripping call. So the Pens are going to go on a penalty kill with 3:26 left in the third, and that's going to be a tripping call by number 5, Pierre. So the puck's going to come all the way down on the Pens' end. Your defensive pairing looks like it's going to be Asher, George, Luke, and Dom Dapper. So a minute 30 on the power play here. 3:26 left in the period. And Pens win the draw, kick it up the near wall, but not out. Defenseman's able to kick it over to the other pairing. He's in the right in the slot. He's going to throw it down low. Vikings are able to grab the puck, and they're going to work it around. They got it in the far corner or near corner here, and he's just going to play with it, throws it up to the defenseman. Defenseman's going to throw it back down low again. They don't have anything. They're going to try to throw it in a slot here. It's going to go up over Austin, over the net. Vikings are able to grab control of it. They're going to throw it up to the point. Pens are doing a good job as far as keeping them out to the outer edges here and not pressuring too much. Vikings are going to get the puck. He's going to walk it all the way around. Get up. He takes a bad angle shot. Austin's able to make the save and frees the puck for another face-off. Vikings are going to change their line here. They're going to bring out their 3 big kids. And we're going to counter with Michael, the Godfather, Bova, the big fundamental, Noah, and Sunshine. Vikings are able to win the draw. They kick it back to the defenseman. Bova gets a stick to interrupt it, but just not enough. They're going to kick the puck down low. Noah's going to try to work on that, but they throw it out to the corner here, and they're going to walk towards the slot. Good back check there by Sunshine. He gets knocked down. Or my bad, that was Noah. They're going to throw it to the slot. I don't know what that hit, but it went wide. They left number 90. Number 6 goes back to number 90 for a one-timer. He almost forces it in. Austin's able to cover it up. Get another whistle. And we're going to go with another line change here. We're going to have Timmy Peterson and Tiernan with Angelo and Dancing Danka. 10 seconds left on the penalty here. 2:06 left in the second.
Let's go, Pens!
All right, Dancing Danka's got it. He's got an opportunity. He's going to drive the slot all by himself. Nice backhand, but the goalie's able to stand that, make that save. Timmy Peterson up to Timmy. He's going to go back down to Dancing Danka. Dancing Danka throws it over to Tiernan. Tiernan spins it, tries to throw it to the front. He loses, comes off his stick slowly. He's able to keep the puck in. Nope, it comes out right along the blue line here in front of the Pens bench. And the Vikings aren't going to be able to come up with it. Timmy's going to take the puck. He's going to try to work it through the slot here. Timmy takes it through. He's going to come down the slot. He's going to kind of kick it towards the goalie here. It's going to go far wide. Dancing Danka tries to force it in the middle. Doesn't get through, so it's still down in the corner. Timmy Peterson's going to continue to work trying to get to the puck here. Angelo's going to get it. See if Angelo can curl up. Angelo curls it, throws it back down. Nobody there, so Viking defender's going to grab it. He's going to throw it up the wall. Timmy's going to take it. He's going to step down. He's going to keep it in. It's going to go over to CD. CD's going to take it. He's going to throw it through the slot. Nobody there. Tierney's going to kick it back towards the slot. It doesn't get through. Angelo's going to force the issue. Danson Dakin's going to come out. He's going to go through the slot. He's got a nice little opportunity. Vikings take the puck. They're going to get a draw. Actually, Owen's going to take a draw here. Looks like the Pens are going to go to power play. Owen cut through the slot. Got hacked a couple times. Viking defenseman took a couple whacks and liberties while the goalie made a nice save on Owen here. So number 16 is going to go off for a slash. Oh, he's going to call a trip. Actually, it's, number 16. He's going to go off. 40 seconds left in the second. Be big to pick up a goal here going into the third down to be down 1, but currently we're down 2.
Let's get one, boys.
So we got Asher, Georgie, and looks like Pierre. He's going to win it back to Luke. Luke's going to wind up, take a shot, and no traffic in front. Goalie sees that clearly and gloves it. So we're going to reset here and get another face-off. Asher's going to take the draw, and the Vikings are going to win it back to the corner. They're going to wind it up and throw it out of the zone here. And they're going to say ice. Yep, it's going to be an icing here. It's going to come back the other end. So let's see if the Pens can get something working here with 35 seconds left. Pens are able to win a draw, trying to keep it in. They worked up to the defenseman, threw it back down low. Now you got Asher and George working in the corner. And Pierre's able to take it. He's going to try to look up and throw it right to the slot here. And Asher got checked in the back, so he wasn't able to get rid of it. Pierre tried to throw it up. Georgie's going to throw it to the middle. And the goalie's going to take and cover up the puck here with 11.9 seconds left. Still got 54 seconds left in the period, or penalty here. So Pens are going to stay with what they have here. Asher, George, and Pierre. You got Luke and Dom Dappa on the defensive end. Asher's going to take the draw. Vikings are going to win the draw here. And Pens are going to get the puck back. Asher's going to take a shot, and he's going to bury it top shelf. And there you go, 6.8 seconds left. Pens are going to get on the board on a power play. And that's going to bring the score to 2-3. Penguins there. Asher took a nice shot and buried it at the top shelf over the goalie.
Let's go, Pens.
That's big there. Gets them within 1 with 6.8 seconds left. As the coach is yelling at somebody from the Vikings. Asher's going to take the draw. Vikings are going to win it back to their own end. They're just going to curl it back and try to kill some time and get out of this period here. Pens force the issue, but it's a little bit too late. So Pens are going to enter the third period here. Down by 1. We're going to be back on 5-on-5 since we scored there at the end of the second on the power play. This game's within reach. We're just going to have to see how we respond here. Whether Pens get it together, force another goal. All right, Pens are going to start this period with Bo at center, Michael, the Godfather, and wing, and
Go,
Angelo on the other side. You got Noah and Sunshine on the defensive pairing. And the Pens are going to lose a draw, but Noah's able to get it. And he's going to curl back, and he's going to try to create some space. He's going to kick it over Sunshine. Sunshine has it in his feet. And if we lose it over to the Vikings, Vikings are able to get the puck, and they're going to bring it around the corner. Number 6 is going to try to curl back down. He's going to throw it down low. They're going to try to work the give and go. Almost to success. They throw it back, and it's just out of the reach of number 6 here. The Vikings, Pens are going to bring it back up. They're going to throw it up with a little bit of speed over to Angelo. Angelo's going to try to step through. Toe drag, he does. He's going to take a shot up high. It's off the goalie's chest. And then works his way back to goalie, and he's able to cover that up and get a hold of for another face-off. That was a nice toe drag by Angelo there. He was able to get through the defenseman, get a nice shot off, just hit the goalie right square in the chest. But it was a good look there by Angelo. All right, we changed the defensive pairing. We got the law firm of Tiernan and Timmy. Bova's going to take the puck. It's going to get kicked down to the zone. It's going to be thrown up the wall. And Tiernan's able to get over that before anybody else gets there. He throws it down the wall. Nobody there to support him. So we're going to go 2-on-1 here. And we're going to go drastically out of position. And Austin slides way out of position, throws it to the slot to a wide open kid for Vikings, and they buried it in a wide open net. So yeah, I don't know what to say. Pens take the puck into the Vikings end. Now losing 4-2 with 12:52 left in the third. They're going to try to work it down low. Benzie's going to be working hard trying to kick it up, but to no avail. Pens aren't able to get it, and Vikings are going to take it the other way in another 2-on-1. And here comes 42, kicks it back over to the slot. Austin makes a save. And it's going to get back to Austin. Vikings going to take the puck, throw it across the middle. Nothing's there. Tiernan's going to force and fight for the puck. It's going to be kicked up, and then looks like Danson Dank is going to get it, and he's going to try to work his way up. And he's going to lose the puck to number 23, which is going to kick the puck down low. And somehow, some way, a Viking player is able to beat two Pens to the puck. And Pens are finally able to get it, but we're going to get a penalty here. Looks like it's going to be offsetted penalties, I'm going to have to assume right now. They're both going to go 1-1. You're going to have CD, Carter Dapper's going to go. And looks like Kip or Cup, 42, is going to go for a little bit of extracurricular activities, which is going to put them on 5-on-5, offsetting penalties. So those boys will sit in a sin bin for another minute and a half and a whistle. So they're not allowed to come out and play until that happens. So the Pens are going to take the puck. They're going to have a little bit of an issue get out of their end here. They get it out, but turn it over right away in the neutral zone. Vikings are going to try to battle along the board here, and it's going to be a big melee. And the Vikings hit the puck again, bring it out. They're going to gain the blue, and they're going to take a shot from the slot. It's going to kick the wall and come back out, and Austin's going to try to cover, but does not. It's going to work its way behind the boards here. Vikings able to get the puck, and they're going to throw it up the near wall. Pierre's going to take it. Pierre's going to kick it up. It's going to be a one-on-one battle, foot race. Georgie, Pierre's get it. He's going to be able to go back over to George. Nope, it doesn't make it through. So 2-on-1 promising. Pens get nothing out of it. And Vikings are going to be able to take the puck here and work it right back up out of the zone. Luke's going to get the puck. He's going to try to get on the blue line. He does. He's going to kick it down low. And forecheck-wise, George is able to get there, throws it to the front. Shot on net. Goalie's able to take it. And a couple extra pushes and shove here at the end. Asher gets knocked down. Smartly gets up and skates away. Pens are going to come back with Bova, Angelo, and Michael. Pens win a draw back to Luke. Luke's going to kick it down low. Angelo's going to try to force the issue. And Vikings going to kick the puck and come out with it, and they're going to work its way out. Nope. Bova interferes with that, keeps it in for a second. Vikings are able to get the puck back. They're going to kick it up the wall here. It's in a couple of players' skates here. Viking players are going to try to force the issue. Luke retreats just a little bit. The puck's going to come out of his zone. Pens are going to regroup. Michael's going to take the puck. He's going to take a shot. He's going to go far here. Angelo's going to get the puck. He's going to try to work down low. No luck here. He's going to have to battle two Viking players. He's going to lose the puck. He's going to go up to Noah. Noah Youp's going to take it. He's going to kick it down low. And the Vikings are going to take it and just throw it out of the zone. And they're going to regather in the neutral zone. They're going to work their way up. They're going to gain the blue line. Delay it down, slow. 9, he's going to come down, walk through everybody, take a shot, and Austin, he's going to cover it up. So, it's going to be a face-off in a far corner here in front of the Pens bench in their own end. You're going to have Carter, Danson Danka, and can't tell who's also out there with them, Benzie. Puck's going to work its way to the corner here. Danson Dank is going to push it up. He's going to gain the blue. He's going to gain the red. He's going to try to go around somebody. He's able to. He's going to get the puck back. He's going to just off his stick. He's going to lose in the corner, but he's got his head up as usual. He's going to find Benzie in the high slot. Benzie's going to kick it back to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to throw it down to Carter Dapper. Carter Dapper goes back to Benzie in the slot. Benzie's going to throw it towards the net. It's going to go off the goalie's pads and in the corner. Tiernan's going to step up. He's going to throw it down to CD. Tiernan's going to step in again. He's going to keep working his way down the wall. CD's going to help out a little bit behind the net. He's going to take it. He's got his head up. Timmy's going to jump down. He's going to try to step through. Turns it over. The Vikings are going to get the puck back behind their own end. They're going to force it the other way. Vikings are going to throw it up the half wall, but Timmy reads that beautifully, and he jumps in and breaks up that pass. He jumps in. Danson Dake is going to try to find him in the slot. He's not able to do it. Vikings are going to get the puck, and they're just going to throw it up. And that's going to go slow, but that's going to die. Tiernan, pressure, Tiernan! Tiernan's going to get pressure. Vikings going to take the puck. Let's see if they're going to be able to walk out with it. They are. They got trapped. They're going to throw it up to a point here. He's going to throw it back down the half wall. Pens are going to take it. Tiernan's going to go behind his net. He's going to try to reverse it. He does. Timmy's going to kick it over to CD. CD's going to take it, throw it up the wall. Benzie's going to try to push the issue. And the Vikings are able to take the puck, and they're going to, again, get it. Gain offsides. Offsides. Vikings are offsides. Entering the Pens end here. So 8:30 left. Pens are losing 4-2. Pens are going to have to do some magic here. They're going to have to get something going.
Let's go, Pens!
Vikings want to draw back to their own end. They're just going to reset and kick it back up. They're able to reset, and they're going to go on a 2-on-1. And they're going to kick it over to slot to number 19, and he's not able to take the pass, luckily. Number 19 is going to toe drag through one player. He's going to kick it over to the slot. Nope. Dom Dapper goes down and breaks that. That was Luke Weidel. Luke was able to break that up. Nice play by Luke there. It's worked up the other way. P's going to try to step in. Offsides. He got stepped into by number 98 of the Vikings, right at the blue line, just enough to interrupt P's progression. And unfortunately, Asher stepped across the blue line before P was able to get the puck in. Smart play by the Viking defender. Try to interfere with that right at the blue line, and it ended up working in their favor. They're going to kick the puck up, and it's going to end up in a Pens end, and we're going to have to regroup here. Vikings were able to get to the puck first. He's going to curl out. He's going to look for the slot. Nope. He's just going to continue to curl, try to create some space. He's going to walk out. Bova steps in and interrupts that a little bit, and he's able to chip it up, and it's going to come up to Michael. Michael's trying to get to the puck before the Viking defender. He's able to do it. Puck's going to come up. Angelo's going to have the puck in the slot. He's going to take a shot. Michael's right there. Nope, can't bury it. And the goalie from the Vikings is able to take that and pull it back in and cover that up. Nice opportunity there. Just 2 seconds too slow. Pens aren't able to bear it. We're going to go to another line change. We're going to go back to Carter Dapper, Owen Danka, and Bennett Benzie Werner, number 20. He's going to have Sunshine for help along with Noah on the defensive end. Benzie's going to work down low, and he's going to lose the puck. It's going to come up the near wall. Sunshine's going to hammer it back down to Benzie. Carter's actually going to take it down to Benzie behind the blue line, or red line. He's going to step up. He's going to try to backhand. It's not going to go through. It's going to be a melee here in the feet of everybody. It's going to work its way to the far near board here. Still down low. Benzie's still working hard. Carter's working hard down with them. They're just trying to force the issue. Vikings aren't able to get up. They're going to get up the half hole, and they're going to get it out of the zone here successfully. Number 6 is going to come up with speed. He's going to come down and shoot on Austin. Austin's going to block her to the wall here. And it's going to work its way right to the slot again. Benzie interrupts number 6, but number 6 overpowers him. He's going to step out. He's going to throw the puck over. Noah had a good stick. He's going to push his player off the puck. And he's going to kick it to his feet, to his stick, and he's going to work the other way. Sunshine's going to come down. He's going to kick it up the wall. Nope, he's going to actually run a little bit of an interference here. And he's going to have to work hard because he's got 2 Viking players on him. He's going to come up the wall. Benzie's going to take it. He's going to look far. It's going to just barely get out of the Penn's end. And the Vikings are going to have to regroup in the neutral zone. We got 6 minutes left to go in the game here. And offsides here. So 6:06 left in the third. Pens are losing 4-2. And currently right now, Tiernan's going to step up and they're going to try to push the issue here as far as creating some space. And number 90 from the Vikings is going to walk down. He's going to come up and he's going to hit the far crossbar on Austin. And it's going to go up and out. Actually, it wasn't number 90. I think it was number 88. And the Pens are going to go on a 2-on-1. He's got George in the slot. It's going to not make a connection. And it's going to go far through the slot. Tiernan's going to take a shot, throw it towards the net. It actually got through, but just wide. I don't think the goalie ever saw it, actually. Unfortunately. Vikings are going to come back on another 2-on-1. Tiernan's going to he's going to try to take the pass away. And Austin makes a save. Luckily, Vikings weren't going hard because that thing kicked right to the number 88. And the puck gets turned over, and he's going to go backdoor for a wide open net. And they're going to go up 5-2 with 5:17 left in the third.
Let's go, Pens. Let's see, Mark.
All right, well, Pens are losing 5-2 with 5 minutes left in the third. We're just going to see who's going to be able to push and go. Bova's going to come down nice. Bova's going to take a shot. It's going to go up off high of the goalie's chest. It's going to work its way to the front. Vikings are able to take the puck back and work back. So puck's going to work its way into the Penguins' end here again. Luca's going to try to push up the near board. And Vikings are able to keep it in. They're going to throw it back down. Dom Dapper's going to throw it back along the wall here to Michael's side. Michael's not able to get there. Number 90 from Vikings is going to step through. He's going to take the puck. He's going to force the issue on Bova without a stick. It's going to come to Angelo. Angelo's going to force the puck up, but it's only going to get to a point. And we're going to have a penalty here on number, can't tell. It's going to go on the Vikings here. We're going to either go with an elbow or a rough. Looks like, yeah, we're going to go to a rough. It looks like either 75 maybe for the Vikings with 4:20 left in the third. Pens down 5-2.
Come on, Pens, let's go.
And we're going to go 1-on-1 here. And number 6 is going to come down, and he's going to score again on Austin. So that's another 6. So that is 6-2. And it's just getting stupid and out of control now, folks. Let's go! So that's a shorthanded goal. So shorthanded goal for number 6. Or sorry, yeah. Yeah, 6-2. So the 6th goal for the Vikings was a shorthanded goal there. Yeah, I don't know what to say other than, yeah. Kind of at loss for words right now. You got George Asher and looks like Pierre up on the offensive side here. We got the defensive law firm of Timmy and Tiernan. And Asher's going to take the draw, and number 6 is going to come in for the Vikings and clean up. He's going to counterattack. He's going to go against Tiernan. He's going to try to spin. Tiernan's all over him. Tiernan's going to slow him up, and it's going to get kicked back to the point. The point's going to take a shot. He's going to fan on that. And number 88 is going to just take it and work his way back to the other end and regroup and just throw it all the way down to the zone. On net, Austin's going to take it. He's going to push it over for Timmy. Timmy's going to take it, and he's going to work his way up. He's going to kick it up to the wall here to George. George is going to take it. He's going to throw it over to Asher. He's going to one-touch it to P. P's going to take it to the slot. He's going to kick it back over to Timmy. Timmy's going to take a shot. And a little bit of rebound, but nobody there. So the Vikings goalie just covers it up, and it's going to hold it for a face-off. And the Pens are going to go on a line change. And it's going to end up being, it's going to be Michael, it's going to be Bova, and it's going to be Angelo. And he's going to have Dom Dappa and Luke Weidel on the defensive pairing. Bova's going to take the draw. Vikings are going to want it back to the corner. They're just going to throw it on Bliney. Dom Dapper's going to kick it over to Luke Weidel. Luke's going to step in, take a shot. It's going to go high. The goalie's going to block it to the wall. It's going to come out to the sing. Dom Dapper's got it. They're back to even strength. He's going to throw it. It's got tipped just wide. That was a nice tip there by Angelo. They're going to throw it back up, and it's going to clear the end, and Pens are going to have to regroup here with 2:36 left in the third, trailing 6-2. So Vikings are going to take it. They're going to almost have a breakaway here, but nope. Dom Dapper steps up and helps break that up.
Go, Pens!
Owen Danko wins the draw, and he's going to bring it into the zone. He's going to try to create something. He's creating some space. He goes back, throws it back to Sunshine. Sunshine's going to take a shot, doesn't get through. He's going to come back to Benzie. Benzie's going to take a shot. He shoots, hits another defenseman. It's going to go wide. So the past 2 shots, Pens could not get through. They're just stacking the house in front of the goalie, and nothing's getting through on them. They're going to come back on the 3-on-2. Right down the slot, and Austin makes a save and covers it up. And 98 is going to do that. Pens are going to take the puck, and it's going to be pushed back to the other end here. Pens are going to try to work it up. Timmy's going to come up. He's going to push it up. It's going to be a 2-on-2 here. Timmy's going to come down. He's got Pete Trell. Timmy's going to go wide. He's going to look for a little bit of help. Can't find anything. Vikings going to come back on a 3-on-2. Number 98 is going to go through a toe drag, shoot it on Austin. And it's going to go to the corner here. Minute 26 left. Pierre's going to take the puck and work the other way. P's going to step through. He's going to get an opportunity. He's going to shoot. Goalie's going to make a save. It's going to work its way back around the defensive end here. Timmy's going to kick it over to Tiernan. Tiernan's going to step through, try to get it through. It's going to go off the shin guard. It's going to back to the corner. Vikings are able to get the puck. It's going to be down in the corner. P's going to take it, throw it towards the front of the net. And it's going to be sitting there loose in the front. Pierre's going to try to throw it again. It's going to kick out to a Viking player, and he's just going to throw it up the ice, and it's going to go for an ice here with 52 seconds left.
go, Pens.
Pens get the puck. Angelo tried to curl around, get a shot off, which he was able to. The goalie just made a nice save. So the Vikings are going to be on a rush here. Offsides. So 37 seconds left. We're going to have an offsides here. Restart right outside the Penguins' end here. You're going to have Michael, Bova, and Angelo on offense. You got Dom Dappa, and you got Luke on a defensive pairing. Bova's going to win the draw. He's going to push his play over. Ref's going to call a cross check, and that's going to put the Pens on a power play or penalty kill with 34 seconds left. Bova's going to go off for a cross check off the faceoff. Vikings win the draw back. And Luke's going to get the puck. He's going to try to step it out of danger here. Loses the puck. Vikings going to be working hard here. Luke's able to get the puck. Still trying to get it out. He gets knocked off the puck. Viking player's going to, defenseman's going to step in. He's going to bring it right to the slot. Vikings are going to take the puck and throw it to the slot. Nobody's home, luckily. Dom Dapper's going to try to skate it out, which he does. And it's going to be held there. And that's going to end the game. And it's going to be it. That's going to be a 6-2 loss for the Pens. So, not a really good day for the Pens here. Tied the first game. Lost this game. 6-2. We've scored a total of 3 goals so far. Yeah, I don't know what to say here other than hopefully the good news is the day's over, and hopefully we can hit the reset button tomorrow and try to get something moving. Other than that, that's it for today, and sign off and see you tomorrow.